If experience is such a crucial part of making spiritual progress, why do so many people think that belief is the conclusion of religion?
You see, whenever I get these kind of fiery questions, I fall back on my mentor. Oh, please, Vivekananda, sort me out, help me out. I have no answers. What do I tell them now? And I tell you what Vivekananda says. He says, belief is the starting in your spiritual journey. Belief is the starting point. In every field, you require some particular hypothesis to start your journey. It may be very crude, it may be rubbish, but you need some starting point, hypothesis. It may be fairy tale, but you need something. So he said, begin your journey with any belief system, but don't stop there. Belief is the beginning of your journey. You shouldn't just believe and die. If that is real, then you should try and proceed to its destination that this belief system is pointing at. You must progress to the destination. Belief is the beginning of the journey. Realization is the destination. And it is at the level of realization we see all the different pathways or different approaches to spiritual, different religions, including the theistic religion like Hinduism and non-theistic like Buddhism and Jainism. They meet up at the level of experience. How do I know? Look at the lives of all these spiritual personalities from any religion, say Sufi tradition, wherever. Look at their lives and look at and compare them. You see, they all kind of have the same smile on their face. You know, they are charged up. These guys are on the same thing. You know, I shouldn't say that, but they are on the same thing. You know, you can feel that. You can see that at experiential level, they are at the same wavelength. It is when they try and use words to express. You know, one will use Aramaic, or somebody will use Sanskrit. They start using different languages, different interpreters, and then the philosophers get in, the theologians, and they mess us up. They try and, put doctrines and dogmas, and they try and stuff us into that. And we are stuffed. Because then, you see, we can't make head or tails of it, and we are at loggerheads with people of other religion as well as people of no religion. We are at loggerheads. Because we try to give, not only we lost the experience dimension completely, we even let go of the expression your prophets gave you, how they, look, suppose you push me, none of you have done it so far. Suppose you push me and say, I don't want to hear about spirit, I want to experience, I want to go near it. I will say, in that case, study the lives of this kind of great personalities of the world. And you see, when they are charged up about spirituality and they are trying to give expression to their experience, try and catch on to those words. Try and latch on to those words. That's the nearest you can get. Because you don't have that experience. But when they have the experience, that giving it to you, you say, I got that part. So you got something to hang on to and then to progress. So go for the words. Again, you need those exact words of these great prophets, and you see if they don't charge you. I mean, look here, Manish Bhai is here. Whenever he sends me an email, at the end of it says, they alone live who live for others, the rest are more dead than alive. I say, okay, Manish Bhai. You see, he has caught on, latched on to the saying of Swami Vivekananda. And look at the language. They alone live who live for others, the rest are more dead than alive. Marda walking about, he's telling the rest of us. Until you live life fully in a very integrated manner with the rest of humanity, you are not lived. Again, you see, I use this children's example, but look how powerful it is. I ask children, look, suppose you have a birthday and your mommy gives you a big cake. And they say, okay, Dikra, nice big cake, chocolate cake in the dining room, just for you. The son will say, okay, being a young chap, he'll say, okay, I'll stuff myself. But then I ask the same child, suppose you had 8 friends turn up, and mom said, okay, here's your chocolate cake, but now here 8 friends from your school are here, and they all come, yeah, and you all sit around the table, and you all get a slice, and you crunch and munch and make a mess, crumbs all over, and you are eating and munching and looking at each other and smiling. Which one would you prefer? Eating cake by yourself, or why do you have parties? You share. You live life more intensely when you share. You don't need to learn high philosophy. Just ask children, go to children's party, you see their faces, you know they're having the best time. When they're sharing and looking at each other, when he's munching and I'm munching, we are saying, yeah. You live life doubly. Look, do you know what spirituality is? Multiplying. Multiplying. You see, this is what spirituality is, multiplying. Not living in this one little cage, but living in everybody. Living with everybody and in everybody. Living through everybody. Multiplying myself. Seeing myself multiplied in every living thing is spirituality, intensifying the level of experience. So this is how, if you like, religion becomes real.